So today I'm going to be taking a look at Atlantis Miniatures Dwarf Specials and Dwarf Female unit. Incredible miniatures. So I met the guys from Atlantis Miniatures at Chilcon actually this year, and utterly blown away by the quality of their models. So there's a wonderful aesthetic to them. I know that all of the pro painters on the pro painting table at some point ended up talking to the people at Atlantis Miniatures, and we all fell in love with these dwarf models. I know that Elster Nation has done a painting tutorial for a dwarf that's riding on the back of a bear or a giant wolf. I'm pretty certain it's a cat. It's actually some kind of saber-tooth cat. So, but today I'm going to be having a look at Dwarf Specials, and I'm going to be having to look at the Dwarf Female unit. Okay, let's start by checking out the Dwarf Special unit. Fantastic collection of models. You know, you've got this female lead hero, bear, sort of cloak and hood, holding an ogre's head by the looks of things. You know, you've got the classic serving wench, the drunkard, bagpipe player, standard bearer, some kind of hunter, old guy with a broom, again another service wench with a little dwarven child, brilliant by the way, and then, you know, some geezer here with a chain and the scroll sort of learned dwarf. I think, just stunning. Let's have a quick look at the back. As you can see, there's also available in the series a Dwarf Male unit, a crossbow unit, and a female unit, which we'll be having a look at. I'm just going to get the models out, really, and have a quick look at the models so you can see the level of detail we're talking about. So the box is, you know, quite a lot of spare space. That's not a problem. I'm quite happy with having the room for the beautiful illustrations so you can see what you get. And the models are all within that little Ziploc bag, along with some what look to be 32mm bases, roughly. They're a little bit narrower than GW ones, but sorry, thinner than GW ones, but look to be about 32mm mark. Just opening these up. What I'm going to do is just kind of have a look at these one at a time so you can have an idea of what they look like. Okay, so first up, guy with a chain which appears to have a hand at the end of it, so clearly he was transporting a prisoner who's ripped his own hand off or something like that. Not quite sure what happened there, but unless it's a metal hand, in which case it's like a way of throwing a punch over a long distance. But you get an idea from the quality of the resin here. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm just making sure I'm on screen because let's just do that. Okay, I think you can see the quality. I think you can see both the quality of the cast and the sculpting. The faces are incredible, and for me this is what sells the entire range, these beautiful faces, and also wonderful proportions as well. Again, with kind of, you know, we joked about his dwarves with knees, you know, you can actually see the bend in the leg, which is always, you know, it's good to see them proportionally correct. But I do love these faces, first and foremost. It's just amazing. Right, next one. So again, what we've got, this is the Leonard Bookkeeper. Very big tomes on the back, scrolls. What's it look like? Yeah, there's loads of scrolls, and again this wonderful sort of facial feature. Each one of them really quite unique, and that's what's incredible about this range. To see so much personality in the dwarf models is wonderful. I love the little monocle. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, super fast flying drunk. As you can see, he's got a full-on sprint going. Is that his butt actually hanging out, or is that just how his trousers are pinching up around his belly's certainly hanging out and flying over the top of his belly in full pelt. There's a lot of swing going off on that belly. Yeah, I really like that model. I love the fact that he's got two barrels in his hand. Two barrels, one on his back. Yeah, very little cleanup. That's the other impressive thing about these. There's almost no cleanup. I mean, I've been rather cruel to the makers of these models by zooming so closely in, but I think that's because they deserve it. I love this little slight model here. Fantastic. It's Great to see even the dwarf females. Of course, no beard. That may or may not upset a few people. Who knows? I don't mind the fact that the dwarf females don't have beards. I'm quite happy with that. But I love the fact that I've still got quite a bit of musculature going on. Again, brilliant facial expression. Love the little beer fuzz popping out there, the froth of the beer popping out the top. These have got to be an absolute delight to paint. I'm just going to try and hold it still so the camera focuses. Absolute delight to paint. Here we have the bagpiper. Great. Again, the puffed out cheeks. The hair's really well sculpted as well. Again, just the range of movement on these, given dwarves, they can kind of look a bit stationary. I know that GW worked really hard with their fire slayers to make them look in motion, if you like. But again, I think these guys have really captured that. Fantastic. Oh, quite a large model. So this is the banner bearer. Again, we're seeing this sort of bear motif going off here. Actually, that's a bit wolf. That's more like a wolf than the bear. I do apologise. Again, loving all the plaited beards. Can't beat beards. Yep. Wonderful little model. There's the old gold miner, maybe. Maybe a gold miner. He's got his spade. There's just some dude. That's the dig. Again, I love how you've got the kind of old guy who's a lot thinner and a bit more wizened compared to the kind of big beer-bellied lout that's like running through the bar. Again, look at this, the quality of the casting here. Little crosses, little stitches inside the old cloth where it's hung together. So much character in these models. I'm hoping that the camera's even picking up some of this, but I hope so. Okay. And this is the mother carrying the baby. Part of the jug of water on the shoulder there. Little bit of rope hanging there. It's fantastic. Brilliant. And again, such incredible personality in the face. Right, we've got two separated out. I'm not quite sure. Oh, it's because they're multi-part. So that would make sense. So we've got... This is the old warrior with the axe. Yeah. Just kind of hefting it over his shoulder like that, look. Does that show it on camera? There you go. Hefting it over his shoulder. Have I got that the right way around? Yes, I have. Okay. Again, amazing. Love all the cloaks. Real personality piece. And again, just the detail. The frown on the forehead. Amazing. And then finally, so this is the female character, the main character again, carrying the axe upright like that. She's got ogre's head. In fact, she's got a couple of ogre's head. I've just actually noticed she's actually standing on an ogre's head. Could be a troll, could be orc even, depends. Given the size of it, I think you could get away with both ogre and orc. I might defer to the manufacturers to find out which it is, but look at this bear cloak, it's amazing. Love it. And the sharpness of the edge between that's almost as if it's a multi-part cast. That's incredible. Wonderful little bits of detail, the weaponry, all the little cloth on the legs. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the Dwarf Specials done. Let's move on to the Dwarf Female unit. Okay, next up we have the Dwarf Female unit. Really, again, just incredible faces, wonderful features. I love this Princess Leia hairstyle going off here. But yeah, just a great set of character models. I mean, the fact that these are a unit is brilliant, but the reality is I think each one of these is an absolute dream to sort of paint. I can really see my sort of taking some time with these. Let's get into the box. A quick look over the reverse, but as before, just pointing out the different units that are available. Crossbow unit, the specials we've just looked at, and the male unit. But same as before, unit comes in a bag. Multi-part ones are in separate little Ziploc bags. Mainly. Crikey. Right, okay. Let's start looking through some of these. Okay, this appears to be the lead character, the head of the unit. I love the hair. I love the fact we've got this plait down the bottom and then the hair running down and into the plaits there. That's absolutely amazing. Some kind of leather helmet. No, actually, no, it's a shaved head, and then you've just got 2 strands of hair coming down, so, wow, amazing. And then this huge bunch of hair at the back there. That's just wonderful. Great model. Oh, got carried away there and carried it off camera. There you go. Let's check out that. Right. What a pose. What a pose. Look at that. You do not want to mess. Double-handed Warhammers. That's amazing. Twin Warhammers. Love this belt detail here. And again, it's just the faces. Strikes me every time. The faces are just amazing. I've got a shield here. Obviously, here we go. That makes sense. One with double-handed hammer, Warhammer, as opposed to the twin Warhammers. Carrying a shield, actually, so we've got a shield arm here. Amazing. Great big Warhammer on the back. Love it. It's not really double-handed if she's got a shield. Maybe she's just super tough. Again, check out the face. Man, people are, I tell you what, from a painting point of view, they're just an absolute delight. The detail's clear enough to make out, clear enough to paint to and from, but there's even like a ripple on the cloth there. So rather than it just being a straightforward cloth, there's a little bit of texture. You could really do something with this, so that's amazing. It's a little bit skewed on that one. I don't know if it's meant to be like that, but it's got a little bit of a diamond shape to it, hasn't it? So, but either way, amazing. Next up is a 3-part kit. We've got the hand axe and the shield separately. Oh, I'm loving all this. The little bits of detail. We've got a dagger here, little barrel hanging off the waist. A little bit of flash on this, but that cleanup, you know, it's almost done, isn't it? The mould lines are almost non-existent on this. Beautifully cast, and it's a really nice firm resin, by the way, so it's plenty of rigid. It's not rubbery at all, which is brilliant. And I love the face on this lady. Definitely means business. Look at that smile. Just having a good time. Amazing. Real joy, these models. Real joy. Again, another 3-part kit, 2 hand axes and a sprinting dwarf. This one a little bit more sprightly than the other ones we've looked at. Hair flowing everywhere. You know, just at full running pace as well. Swinging the axes away. Definitely do not want to get in the way of her. 2-part kit. Interesting, actually. A much smaller fringe on this. I like that. Rare dagger. That's amazing. Got a bit of a ranger look to her. Really like that. And the double-handed axe. I finally got it right. I'm assuming that's that way around, actually. So yeah, throwing over the shoulder. Awesome. Okay, my favourite has to be the Princess Leia of Dwarves. Check out that hair, that's amazing. It's even got a little bit of a Leia look about her, isn't it? You know, from my perspective, the entire box is worth a purchase just for this one model. And really, I think that's what's incredible about this, is you get 10 very unique models. You know, each one is just an absolute delight to look at. And looking at the detail on them, a delight to paint. And I think that's what's incredible. You know, it's not like you've got a character model and then, sort of 3 models repeating across the unit of 10. The fact that every single one of these is utterly unique is wonderful. It's just amazing. I'm slightly blown away by how much detail and how much character is in the face. I think it's because they're dwarves. There's a little bit of caricature going off. It's, you can kind of play with the features a little bit. But it just adds so much personality to each one of the model. Not one looks the same. Look at this one. She's slightly more portly on the face. Bigger jowls, etc. just looks like she's going to kick your butt. Carrying a barrel, as you do, because you're a dwarf. Male, female, doesn't matter, you're a dwarf. You need barrels. And I love all this hair detail and the braids and how the hair is finished off as well. Stunning. Just utterly stunning. Look at that double-handed axe. Amazing. Okay, well, that's the end of the unit. There you go. 2 absolutely wonderful units from the range. As I mentioned before, there's actually 4 in the range, a crossbow unit and a male unit as well. I went with the specials and the female unit, partly driven by the novelty factor. Another one, obviously, Princess Leia. And then on top of that, all of the character and fun that's contained within this unit as well. Plus, I kind of saw it as a brilliant set of sideline characters to sit at the side with my Blood Bowl team as a little crowd at the side of the pitch, maybe. Okay, if you want to know more about these models, then check out atlantisminiatures.com. But, give these guys some support. They're doing incredible stuff, create some beautiful models. Go check them out. And if you get any of these painted, I want to see them on the Warhammer Community Facebook page, ASAP.